Hi Scorpio, how are you, my beautiful seeker? Welcome back to the Existential Shift. Um, as always, happy to have you. And if you're new, I hope you find this to be your new tribe, home, safe place. Check it out and let me know what you decided. Okay, Scorpio, different placements, intuitively guided, class watchers, you know the drill. For December, the last month of a decade. I think it just dawned on me. We're in the last month of this decade. Congratulations to me for surviving this decade. Cheers. We're still here. Okay. So what do we have for December for my Scorpios? Someone asked me in the comment of one of the readings, what is my north node? My south node is in Scorpio. So my north node is in Taurus, if you're watching. A nice FYI, if you're asking me a question in the comment, I'm most likely to answer you in one of my videos. So this is just a fun hide and seek game I like to play with my seekers. See if you can find the answer to your question. To actually get a direct answer to your question, I'm shuffling, I'm waiting. I'm not stalling. You see me shuffling. To get a direct answer to your question, you want to ask me on my Shift Talk on Instagram. That's where I answer seekers' questions, but about philosophy and life and energy and spirituality. I recently just did a Shift Talk about how to Page of Wands, how to transition between altered states of consciousness in a smooth, safe way. So if you want to check the answer to that, it's on my IGTV. Okay, Page of Wands. So who else started with Page of Wands? Pisces. Was it Pisces? Someone else had that as the first card. You're looking forward to December. It brings with it a breath of fresh air. Breeze. You're actually excited. It feels adventurous. Maybe you're taking a trip for the holidays. Maybe you're launching something. Maybe you are just looking forward to having a little bit of a fun time with family members, with friends, not taking things too heavily, being a little bit more lighthearted. So there's a sense of anticipation and optimism, which we already like. And it could also be a Sagittarius, because this is mutable fire. Oh, okay. And after all this fun lightheartedness, alleged, we have Two of Swords, Four of Swords. But someone is not cooperating. Someone might be heavy. Not wanting to share this same vibe, or simply they can't. But someone, and of course you can reverse the roles, Scorp, if you feel like this sounds like someone else and you sound like the other person, take what resonates with you. But this Two of Swords, Four of Swords energy, they are stuck in a mental loop. I'm getting now, you know, when you start obsessing over, and we all do that, like when you argue in your mind with someone, when you have a conversation with someone in your head, and let's say they hurt you or did something and you have something to say to them, or let's say you had a conversation and you didn't say the things that you could have said, and then you think of all the things you could have said, and you just keep playing it in your head, what it is that you're saying to them, what it is that you should say to them, what it is that you need to say to them, and it's paralyzing, Scorpio. So if you're doing that, a great way to try to avoid it or deal with it is tapping into a Page of Wands energy, where you change the conversation into something funny. Next time a difficult conversation comes up in your head, that you're imagining with someone or with yourself even, change it to something funny. Crack a joke. Imagine that one of you is slipping on a banana or something else funny. This is like a channeled message that I'm getting now, because I believe that the only way out is in. I don't believe we should run away from how we feel and how we think, that we should actually go within and listen to our inner conversation and inner dialogue and process it. But in this case, what I'm getting is over obsessing over repetitive thoughts that might be negative and paralyzing. So for that case, and for that case alone, and by the way, if you don't vibe with this message, this is just the beginning. Give it a few more minutes. But for this case, I'm getting like a goofy humor attitude in the midst of that heavy talk in your head could really change a lot for you. Now, it sounds like something that can help, you know, like a Band-Aid, but it's actually not. It will actually sink deep into your subconscious and teach your mind, whatever loop you have got happening over there, that it's actually lighthearted and okay. So it won't feel the need to repeat it or to convey it, whatever this is. So do that simple thing every time this happens to you, and it will help a lot. That, and someone might be deliberately stalling, taking their time with giving an answer or making a decision in regards to something that isn't as isn't as heavy as they make it out to be. Like, it's a very simple Page of Wands thing, but they're making it into a Two of Swords, Four of Swords, where it's like, this could be the end of the world if I do this. Like, someone needs to take a breath. Show me more. Explain this to me further for Scorpio for December, please. Thank you. Six of Cups. There might be children involved. There might be, and this one is King of Cups. Yeah, there's something that has to do with mother and child or family connection. I'm getting someone who's carrying a lot of suppressed emotions from their childhood towards a parent, or vice versa, but most likely it's the child towards the parent. And you have got to communicate that to your parent, because you're in this loop of arguing with them inside your head. Or you have this inner dialogue that you think is yours, but it's actually what your parents spoke about when you were a kid, and that you just got, you know, stuck in there. I'm also getting some of you potentially are, Six of Pentacles, are about to have some sort of family reunion with a family member you may have not seen for a while, and you're a little bit agitated and anxious about it. It's going to turn out way better than you think here with the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This individual is really going to try and be warm towards you and loving towards you and understanding towards you. They come across as someone very sensitive. So it's not going to be easy for them. It's hard for them to accept criticism, I'm getting. But they're going to do the utmost best to give you a whole lot of rope to feel free next to them. So this month might be a great opportunity to, I don't want to settle the scores, it sounds bad, but like rehash, make amends, have the conversation, receive the apology, give the apology, just straighten things out. If it's not a family member, it's someone you're very emotionally connected to. It could be a very deep soulmate, be a childhood friend. Someone might be asking you for help, Scorpio, or you might be asking for someone else for help. And whichever side you're on, the help is being received or given. Given. The help is being given. Show me more, please, about this for Scorpio. 3 of Wands. Sorry, I'm taking a break for a reason. 3 of Wands feels like it has several aspects to it, so I want to try and see what comes up. A message is coming in. Hold on, let me process. There's something that has to do with your life path, Scorpio, that has been hindered a little bit due to emotional ties from the past. It's not like someone is holding you back. It's not that. It's psychological. Something is holding you back. Maybe a state of mind or a state of heart, a belief system of some sort, that this serves as an opportunity to release, to finalize and release, and to allow you to look forward to a future that you know is more suitable for you, that is more aligned with your true desire. A desire that doesn't include aspirations that were installed in you, but not by your spirit and not by your heart, but by your escapism and fears. That's so interesting. Like maybe at one point you threw yourself all into a goal or a purpose that felt like it came from within you, but it was a result of escaping something. That's so interesting. Let me know if you understand what I'm talking about. Maybe it's something that served a certain purpose that has allowed you to deal with certain situation or circumstance in your life, and it was a temporary thing that was very good for as long as it was good for. But you view it, because you were so passionate about it and all into it, because it was very healing in a way, you view it as something to be, something that is meant to be like your life path or your life purpose. And now you're beginning to rethink that. Interesting. Chariot. There's also simultaneously, or ironically enough, a need to not give up on your dream. So I guess the question would be, Scorpio, what is your actual dream? Whatever your true dream is, you should not and may not, for your own sake, by your own sake, give it up. You might be able to exert one final effort before the finish line, and then you're there. I'm also getting that some of you are really, really close to attaining a goal, and now that you're receiving it or attaining it, now you're looking back at how much it took and how long it took to attain it, and you're like, did I really ever truly wanted it? Well, it's yours now. There's also a Cancerian energy here. Some of you are waiting for someone. Maybe this is the family member or the person that you're very close with, you that you haven't seen for a while. You're waiting for them to come in. Maybe they're traveling from somewhere, and it might be you traveling to visit them. But I'm getting someone coming towards you, Scorpio. I don't think you've expected it up until recently, and maybe you're not aware of it still, and it will become known to you soon. The Tower. Show me more. Clarify the Tower and the Chariot, please. The Moon. Okay. Freight not. Let me show you this intense combination, Scorpio. Take this in for a second. So, one thing that is coming up, it's not for all of you, it's one aspect, is that you've been doing some good psychological work, an awareness, and especially that it has to do with family stuff. Specifically, mother figure is coming up. If it's a father figure, then it's a figure that wasn't around, as it seems. And it's almost like a dam opening, right? Because it's closed, it's closed, it's closed, it's closed. But once it's open, it's like the water just flood everything. So once something there becomes acknowledged or brought up to the surface by good work that you're doing, Scorpio, it might feel a bit overwhelming. The guidance that I feel that I can give you is to take it really slow. The Tower is a lot of times about moving too fast. And this could be something that, had we moved slower, would have been great. It was just the speed. So if it's psychological, emotional work, take your time with it, with processing. Because I don't want you digging yourself a deeper hole, right? This is about healing, not about drowning. This is about swimming, not about drowning. You know, you're getting the point. Oh my God. On the other hand, same interpretation, only a bit more mundane. Don't drive too fast this month. If you have a vehicle, if you're journeying, drive safe. Don't drive too fast. Now, because it's all major arcanas and I have a very strong energy of the past here, this might be something that has occurred in the past. An accident, a disaster that you've experienced in the past. I'm not foreseeing anything. That is now being addressed finally and spoken of and felt. You can't release anything that you refuse to feel. You feel, you process, you release. That's the stages. If you don't feel, if you ignore, it just stays there and it festers and it grows. And what happens to a balloon that just grows and grows and grows and doesn't have proper release? It blows up. We don't want you emotionally blowing up, Scorpio. We don't want you to have a fight with this family member. We want you to have resolution when it's completely possible. We don't want you to mess up your car. We want you to get there safely. We don't want you to indulge in the pain of the process of healing, aka the part where we feel it, truly feel it. You're Scorpio. It's very easy for you to stay in those deep realms of pain and sadness and memories. Remember why you went there in the first place. For the sake of living, not for the sake of indulging in pain. Three of Pentacles. Boy, am I happy to see this. I want you to look at the tables to understand what I'm about to say. So, Three of Wands, yay. Drama, drama, drama. Three of Pentacles, yay. What I'm saying is, be careful of taking a beautiful situation with perfect potential and cooperation and good people that want to be there for you, misunderstanding and misconstruing the situation, and going into a conflict because you're concerned or suspicious or, you know, flat, simply put, traumatized from the past, aka making what's the word, making a projection. This is looking very good, very stable. Just don't go too fast. And if you're traveling somewhere, I recommend, if you're considering between going alone or with people, I recommend with a group, like people, friends, family, whatever, partner. Certain things are going to come up from your subconscious that are going to surprise you, and that feels very inner. On the surface, this is looking good. If you have work endeavors, projects that you're working with people on, it looks like the cooperation is going to be good. What about love, you ask? Well, in the extended, I'm going to do a love reading. It's called a double pentagram. I will look deeper into the narrative of you and your person of interest for this month. And if you don't have a specific person you're involved with, either in a relationship or a situationship with, I will either catch on to your person from the recent past or your coming person. It depends on what the cards will choose to bring up. A lot of scenarios come up. And I will also finish up with messages from the runes. But we're not done here. Let's finish this up, and I will also give you a message from the animal spirit. Animal spirit. It's my bear. Show me more, please, for Scorpio for December. What else can I see and guide Scorpio with for their month of December? Page of Pentacles. So it's interesting because simultaneously to being really in your zone of your deep psychology and childhood and feels, there's also a lot of good practical work. And these two pages, I like their vibe. It feels like you have two people that you can really cooperate with and work really well with, that they have a very good vibe to them. Like, they mean very well and they're trying really hard to please you, to do the right thing, to do the right job. You might be called a little bit to guide them, to show them the ropes. If this is maybe new employees at your workplace. If these are family members, say younger individuals, try to work together with them on something and definitely communicate well with them. And don't underestimate how much they understand and perceive. So just give them the benefit of the doubt, be honest with them, and speak to them like little big people, little grown-ups. It will really be worth your while. They'll remember it. I remember the people who looked down at me and those who respected me growing up. Think about your own childhood. We remember. And if not our conscious, then our subconscious definitely remembers. Now here's the thing, Scorpio, that I have to mention. There's a lot of suppressed feelings here. So some of you that are listening are really suppressing their heart and their emotion. I'm not getting anger as much as pain. But then pain can translate into anger if it isn't felt and processed, right? So don't let it get there. There's a real call for cooperation with people around you. One more card, please, before we move to the animal spirit for Scorpios. One more card for Scorpio. Oh, okay. 2 cards, all right. 7 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles, all right. Yeah, once again, it's a lot of feels and confusion that comes up in regards to family matters. There seems to be some sort of family secret where you feel like someone is hiding something from you and you're not sure. You're not sure if you're paranoid and crazy or if you're super intuitive and sharp. And you might be going back and forth between. Put those family members on the spot. Just ask them. Ask them the questions. There seems to be a missing piece from your childhood or from your life when it comes to your family. And you just want to know, and that's totally legit. I get it. I would want to know. Clarity is there if you do your due diligence and just ask. For some of you, the information is going to come to you, but I wouldn't hold my breath on it. If you have an opportunity to have a conversation, I recommend you do so. There's some sort of an equation that is, one element is missing, so it's hard for you to solve the riddle. You feel like there's something you don't know about someone. You feel like they're hiding something is being hidden from you, or a certain truth. They might think they are being protective over you. I understand how you're triggered by it. I would be triggered by it. You deserve to know the truth. I agree. I agree. I agree. It's no one's business to protect you from the truth. That's just something cowards tell themselves to avoid telling the truth. Oh, I'm just protecting them. No, you're just scared of telling the truth. And it's easier for you to tell yourself that you're protecting someone. Not necessarily you, Scorpio. I mean whoever is hiding things from you. Although it could be you. Let's admit it. It's possible. I'm surprised the Star card didn't come up. It's very much so the Pandora box. Yeah, you might, like, a little poking, a little investigation could open up a lot of information for you, Scorpio, if you resonate with this. By the way, guys, in the description box, aside the extended, you can also find a way to book a private reading with me, and Tarot Masterclass Bunkai, which is my online Tarot Masterclass. I teach you how to be a TAROCCHI. So check it out if you're into that. Let's see what came up for you. Whoa. Spider, tiger, and snake. Spider, tiger, snake. This is okay. I'm feeling the intensity already, but let me rearrange the table for a second, and then we'll look into these cards. Let's put the 2 3s together, and the 2 pages together, and 2 6s. Sorry, just 1 second. I want you to see it better. Okay, and we also have 2 7s here because of the 7 in the chariot and Tower 16 at 7. All right, we actually have 3 sevens here. Interesting. The 7 of Cups. So we'll add it. We'll look at it. I'll just have it in mind. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion that you really want to clarify. If you don't see it now, come back to this reading in a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Generally, I recommend doing that in readings. Like for now, for example, you can watch your November read. Because you'll understand so much more of it, right? Family, family. Okay. I'm taking it as a 4th 7 because King of Cups can be July, Cancer. July 7. Yeah, there's a lot of Cancer energy here. And Cancer, Scorpio energy. Very watery. Very emotional. Very deep. Intense. So there is a secret, Scorpio, of some sort. It's like, you know how when one little lie leads to another one, leads to another one? It's like a web. It has to do with a feminine in your life. Could be, as we already know, a family member that is keeping it in. I don't think they mean harm. I think they are being protective. I personally don't see it that way. I mean, I personally disagree with that, right? I know I would want to know something like that, and I'm assuming you would want to know. And if you're an adult, then you deserve to know, especially if it's something that is really relevant to you. It has to do with your life. They've been keeping it in for a long time. I'm very curious what it is. Please comment if you discover or if you already know what I'm talking about. If I don't answer your comments, guys, it doesn't mean I don't read them. It's just it's almost impossible for me to do that. But I read all the comments. And thank you. Earth, fire, earth. It's about something that happened in your early stages of life, Scorpio. I'm getting like you might have been very young. Yeah, they think they're protecting you, but it's time. So if of course, if you click with us, if you have this inclination, if you resonate with us, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, I feel like you know everything and everything is fine, then don't go investigating your mother. What are you hiding from me? And she's like, I don't know. But Morgane says, I don't know. You know, if you vibe with this, 7777, 7777. It's just. It has to do with someone that you really would like to know more about. Let's talk. It has to do with someone that you really want to know more about. If something happens to them, then you just want to know the mystery. You want to know what happened to them, right? What exactly happened. I'm suddenly getting, Scorpio, that you might be the maternal figure that is hiding something like this. So I'm assuming you understand the message that I'm trying to convey here. That someone wants to know and deserves to know, and maybe it's time. Hold on. This could be about someone who passed away or who died. This could be about a secret that you're carrying that you don't want someone to know. I'm flipping the roles now. Now I'm talking as if you're the one who's hiding it. But of course, place yourself where you are. These are general readings, so it's hard for me to, like, I tap into different energies. Oh, it's so interesting. Sorry, I need another spirit animal. I'm feeling like I need one more animal for this, please, for Scorpio. You're the first one to ever get 4 spirit animals in a reading. Ooh. Eagle. Yeah, the truth needs to come out. The truth is not as bad as someone is making it to be, but just the fact that it's a secret makes it worse. If you're the one hiding it, this will come out, so you're better off being the one who's telling it. If you're the one being hidden something from, having someone hiding something from you, it's a truth that really wants to get to you. Spirit will find a way. And it's about some figure in your life that is very, very dominant and meaningful to you. It's a masculine figure. I'm getting a feminine that is hiding something in regards to a masculine. And it's a family thing. Who they were, who they truly were. This is all channeled. Who they truly were. Who they were and what they did. This is a very specific message, guys, so it's not for you. I hope you find yourself in the extended with the love reading. And if not, watch your other placements. Either way, the truth is coming out for someone who deserves to know and needs to know. And I have a feeling it's going to really affect you in a way that is very healing. Very healing. Both for the one who's telling the truth, exposing the secret, and for the one receiving the secret, receiving that truth. It's gonna help you come full circle about something, and will be very liberating in a way. It will free you up in some sort of way. I'll see you in the extended in a second. If you haven't subscribed yet, then join my tribe of seekers and press the bell button next to it to get a notification. Love ya!